I love the NRA. I love the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is so important. Hillary Clinton wants to abolish the Second Amendment. Just remember that. We're not talking about change it. She wants to abolish the Second Amendment. So we're not going to let that happen. I can tell you that right now. We're going to preserve it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to take care of it. The only way to save our Second Amendment is to vote for a person that you all know named Donald Trump, okay? I will tell you. I will never let you down. We're getting rid of gun-free zones, okay? I can tell you.
NRA는 트럼프의 초기 후원자였습니다.
I'm officially announcing the NRA's endorsement of Donald Trump for president. Ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the United States, Donald Trump.
NRA가 총 선거 자금으로 지출한 금액은 약 600억 원에 달했고 트럼프 캠페인에만 300억 원 이상의 선거 자금을 후원했습니다.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
도널드 트럼프의 승리는 NRA의 막강한 힘이 정점을 찍는 듯 보였고 NRA는 온라인 미디어 네트워크를 설립하기 위해 총기 문화뿐만이 아닌 대중문화를 겨냥한 NRA TV를 론칭합니다.
Satan hates everything good about America.
Men were made to create, they were made to conquer.
NRA TV는 대부분 진보주의에 대한 비판이나 이민, 가짜뉴스 등에 대한 내용을 담은 우익 뉴스들로 만들어졌습니다.
Not all Muslims are radicalized, but all radicalized terrorists are Muslims.
What the is NRA TV is it's just a vessel to sell America guns. That's pretty much it.
My name is Nick, and I'm going to be the next school shooter of 2018. My goal is at least 20 people. Location is Stone Douglas in Parkland, Florida. It's going to be a big event. You're all going to die. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Can't wait.
2018년 2월 14일 학교에서 퇴학당한 19살의 니콜라스 크루즈는 자신이 다니던 고등학교에 침입해 총기를 난사했습니다. 2018년 벌써 18번째 일어난 학교 총격 사건이었습니다. 6분 40초 동안 학교에 머물렀던 니콜라스는 단 4분 만에 14명의 학생과 학생들을 보호하려던 선생님 3명을 죽였고 17명의 학생들에게 부상을 입혔습니다. 자신의 존재를 숨긴 채 학생들과 함께 빠져나온 니콜라스는 근처 월마트에서 음료를 사 먹고 맥도날드에 잠시 머문 뒤 약 2시간 후에 경찰에 의해 붙잡힙니다.
What's going on today, bro?
The demons, man.
Demons?
Voices.
Yeah, no problem.
Voices.
Voices and demons?
Where's the voices? What am I? What happened?
Shut up. Just be quiet, man. Shut up.
총기 난사에 사용된 AR-15 스타일 소총은 니콜라스가 18살이 된 후 총기 판매점에서 FBI의 범죄 조회 시스템을 통과해 합법적으로 구입한 총이었습니다. 트럼프 대통령은 사이코 같은 총격범이 만약 학교에 그를 즉시 쏴버릴 수 있는 총기 사용에 능숙한 선생님들이 많이 있다는 것을 안다면 절대 학교를 공격하지 못할 것이라며 총기 난사 사건의 해결 방안을 제시했습니다.
Just praying and crying and I don't know how we're alive.
수십만 명의 시민들은 거리로 나와 NRA와 총기 규제 반대자들을 비난하는 시위를 벌였고 파크랜드의 고등학생들은 워싱턴으로 향했습니다.
For too long, our government has been useless on this issue. Our job as their constituents is to make sure we know what they're thinking. There are over 250 representatives that have not come out with a public stance on this issue. It is our job to make sure that we call them up and force them out of the shadows of corruption and into the light of justice.
The thing that happens is that we see a movement we've never seen before, Jay. These young children, these young adults, if you will, these school children, are speaking out now.
총기 난사범 니콜라스는 문제 행동 때문에 8살 때부터 경찰에 18차례나 신고를 당했습니다. 학교, 이웃, 보안관, 사회복지사, FBI 모두 그의 폭력성과 위험성을 인지하고 있었지만 그를 체포할 법이 없다는 이유로 관리감독을 소홀히 했고 제대로 된 조치를 취하지 않았습니다.
And I am not a psychologist, but we need to pay attention to the fact that this isn't just a mental health issue. He wouldn't have harmed that many students with a knife. If the president wants to come up to me and tell me to my face that it was a terrible tragedy and how it should never have happened, and maintain telling us how nothing is going to be done about it, I'm going to happily ask him how much money he received from the National Rifle Association. To every politician who is taking donations from the NRA, shame on you.
Guns don't kill people, people kill people.
Assault weapons used to be banned, but then that expired. You hope to see assault weapons banned again in the future? Do you think that would be helpful?
We had a vote on that in 2013. It got 40 votes. You can't get anything done with 40 votes.
Right. Would you vote for that ban
I didn't
now?
vote. I didn't vote for it.
And you would not vote for that
I didn't
again?
vote for it then.
Okay. Would you vote for it now?
I didn't vote for it then.
What about now?
I didn't vote for it then.
Okay, thank you. We're good.
Okay.
Republican Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa was the sole sponsor on this bill that stops the FBI from performing background checks on people adjudicated to be mentally ill. And now he's stating for the record, well, it's a shame that the FBI isn't doing background checks on these mentally ill people. Well, duh, you took that opportunity away last year.
대중에 대한 학생들의 조직적인 호소는 총기 소유 옹호자들이 전에 겪어보지 못했던 강력한 저항이었습니다.
Senator Rubio, can you tell me right now that you will not accept a single donation from the NRA in the future?
The president is on his way there tonight to meet with people whose lives, he says, have been totally shattered.
President Trump, you say, what can you do? You can stop the guns from getting into these children's hands.
트럼프 대통령은 생존 학생들과 피해 학생 학부모들을 백악관으로 초대합니다.
We're going to be very strong on background checks. We'll be doing very strong background checks. Very strong emphasis on the mental health of somebody. And we are going to do plenty of other things. Again, next week the governors are coming in from most of the states and we're going to have a very serious talk. It's not going to be talk like it has been in the past. It's been going on too long, too many instances, and we're going to get it done. So, again, I want to thank you all for being here. And I'd like to hear your story, and I'd also like to, if you have any suggestions for the future based on this horrible experience that you've gone through, I'd love to have those ideas.
We go to the airport. I can't get on a plane with a bottled water, but we leave it. Some animal could walk into a school and shoot our children. My boys need to live with this. I want to see everyone. You guys look at this. Me, I'm a man, but to see your children go through this, buried their sister, and I'm pissed because my daughter I'm not going to see again. She's not here. She's not here. She's in North Lauderdale at whatever it is, King David Cemetery. That's where I go to see my kid now. All these school shootings, it doesn't make sense. Fix it. Should have been one school shooting and we should have fixed it. We need our children safe. Monday, tomorrow, whatever day it is, your kids are gonna go to school. Do you think everyone's kids are safe? I didn't think it was gonna happen to me. If I knew that, I would have been at the school every day. And Mr. President, we're gonna fix it.
Time has stood still. Me and my friends, we get scared when a car drives by. And I don't understand why I could still go in a store and buy a weapon of war. How is it that easy to buy this type of weapon? How do we not stop this after Columbine, after Sandy Hook?
And it's called concealed carry, where a teacher would have a concealed gun on them. They'd go for special training, and they would be there, and you would no longer have a gun-free zone. Gun-free zone to a maniac, because they're all cowards. A gun-free zone is let's go in and let's attack because bullets aren't coming back at us.
The arming teachers is just not what we need. This is a problem because guns were brought into our school. Why would it make sense to bring more guns into school?
President Trump stunned Republicans and Democrats at the White House this week when he appeared to throw his support behind several Democratic gun control measures.
트럼프 대통령은 오바마 대통령이 실패했던 총기 규제 법안을 다시 추진하고 이에 덧붙여 가정폭력범의 총기 구매 및 반자동 소총 판매를 금지하는 법안을 추가하려 합니다.
We have to act. We can't wait and play games and nothing gets done. I like taking the guns early. So you could do exactly what you're saying, but take the guns first, go through due process. You can buy a handgun. You can't buy one. And you have to wait till you're 21. But you can buy the kind of weapon used in the school shooting at 18. It doesn't make sense that I have to wait till I'm 21 to get a handgun, but I can get this weapon at 18. I don't know. So I was just curious as to what you did in your bill.
We didn't address it, Mr. President. Look, I think
you know why? Because you're afraid of the NRA, right?
I think you underestimate the power of the gun lobby.
They have great power over you people. They have less power over me.
예상치 못했던 트럼프 대통령의 총기 규제 법안 추진은 총기 소유를 옹호하던 사람들과 NRA 모두를 당황케 했습니다.
They hate the NRA. They hate the Second Amendment. They hate individual freedom. Their solution is to make you, all of you, less free. For them, it's not a safety issue. It's a political issue. Their goal is to eliminate the Second Amendment and our firearms freedoms so they can eradicate all individual freedoms. Evil walks among us, and God help us if we don't harden our schools and protect our kids. Listen to me now and never forget these words. To stop a bad guy with a gun, it takes a good guy with a gun. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You guys, half of you are so afraid of the NRA. There's nothing to be afraid of. And you know what? If they're not with you, we have to fight them every once in a while. That's okay. Now, this is not a popular thing to say in terms of the NRA, but I'm saying it anyway. I'm going to just have to say it. But people want to see something happen, some good stuff. We want to pass something great.
NRA의 웨인 라피에르는 즉시 백악관으로 향합니다.
It is a mental problem, and I've said it 100 times. It's not the gun that pulls the trigger. It's the person that pulls the trigger. These are sick people.
Despite denials from the White House, it's the president who appears to be bending to the NRA.
Trump appears to be bowing to the demands of the NRA.
I think, truth be told, the White House needs the NRA needs this White House.
Wayne LaPierre got with President Trump and knocked him upside the head a little bit. And, you know, before you knew it, there was no gun safety legislation, and Parkland had produced nothing in Washington.
Yesterday, we saw Wayne LaPierre tighten the leash, and the president healed.
I'm sure a very threatening call from Wayne LaPierre saying, you know, we supported you in the election, now do what you promised. And he rolls back and makes these sort of vague, ridiculous statements.
하지만 파크랜드의 학생들은 포기하지 않았습니다. 학생들은 버스를 빌려 전국을 돌아다니며 총기법 개혁을 외쳤습니다. 학생들의 절규는 유권자들을 사로잡았고 지난 20년간 NRA가 두려워 총기규제법 개혁에 눈을 감고 있던 민주당 의원들은 시민들의 목소리를 듣기 시작합니다.
I'll take on the NRA. Ban assault rifles, ban bump stocks.
1 out of 5 guns are obtained without a background check.
The NRA.
I'll fight the gun lobby.
Because the NRA is an embarrassment, and weapons I used in Iraq have no business on our street.